Have you been showing up on Instagram stories and yet you're not getting any engagement, nobody's replying to your stories, and you're not sure whether or not it's working for you? Well, in this video, I want to walk you through my 3-step story strategy and process so that you can improve the engagement in your stories and create stories on Instagram that actually converts. For the best advice and tips on growing your audience, impact, and income online with your creative expertise, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll get my latest uploads every week. Okay, so first we want to understand that stories are quick. The elements of a good Instagram story is that they're well designed, they're useful, they're engaging, but they don't have to be all three. So just pick one of those and lean into the one that you feel the most strong at. So stories are really great because they can be used for just everyday engagement. You can also use them to teach your audience or do tutorials. You can use stories to boost sales during a launch. And so you may choose a different story type or a different story style for your different purposes and your different goals. So for instance, when I have blog posts or YouTube videos, I use templates to share that content in my stories. But when I'm looking to engage with my audience, I'll be a little more loose and free and sort of raw with my videos. And so you can rotate through the different styles of content, no problem with your Instagram stories. So if you're looking to structure your stories, there are really 3 steps to the process. So step number 1 is start with a short intro or a quick tease to what it is you're about to talk about in your stories. So this is kind of like your headline or your scroll stopper. This is really going to capture their attention and let them know quickly what's about to come. Then step number 2, or slide number 2, when we're talking about stories, is starting to share the tips, tricks, or the story behind what it is you're doing. So for me, my slide number 1, if I'm going to share a new YouTube video, slide number 1 is the headline of the YouTube video. Then slide number 2 is a bullet pointed list of everything that's included in the YouTube video. And then within step number 2, where I'm sharing the tips or the story behind the story, the third slide that I might create, now we're still on step number 2, but the third slide I might create is a qualifier. So let's say I created a YouTube video about making a wedding cake. My third story might be a question or a poll that I share in my story. Are you currently engaged and in the market for a wedding cake? This will allow your audience to click yes or no, and in my case, I usually put 2 yeses, so yes and heck yes. And whoever clicks on the polls, I can actually go and follow up with them later. But it also lets your audience engage with your stories, and that will help signal to Instagram that you have engaged followers and that maybe they should see your stories next time you create them. So let me know in the comments below, do you engage with polls and stickers on Instagram stories, or are you more likely to answer questions on Instagram stories? I'm always curious, so let me know in the comments. So then step number 3, and in this case and the example, it would be slide number 4 of my story, it would be creating a strong call to action. So this is where, for me, I have a swipe up and it says swipe up to watch the video about wedding cakes. So whatever your call to action is, it can be anything from send me a DM to learn more, or hit the link in my bio to learn more, or maybe, you know, answer this question if you wanted to insert another call to action or question sticker. So basically, step number 3, the final step of creating engaging stories, is a call to action. So one of the common questions I get is, how do you get the swipe up feature on your stories? And you do have to, at this recording, have to have 10,000 followers on Instagram in order to get the swipe up feature. So there's a few ways that you can get around that. So if you want people to click the link in your bio, you can tag yourself in your story and then point to the tag and say link in bio, tap here. And so it gives your audience an action to take on the story, and then they get sent to your profile where they can then click the link in your bio. So the types of stories that sell, if that's what one of your goals is product or promotion stories, or maybe launch stories. If you're looking to sell, you might create polls or Q&As. You may also share client testimonials or short videos related to the results that your offers or your products have received. Okay, so now that you know more, I've put together a complete list of Instagram story prompts so that you can create content faster and have a list of ideas for different stories that you can create on the platform for various different things, whether you just want to create more engagement or sell. So you can get a link to that. It's completely free right below this video. Also, if you're finding it hard to get traction on Instagram and to get eyes on your content, you can join my free Facebook group where we help each other and support each other with our content on various different platforms, and we'd love to have you. You can get that link below this video as well.